Good afternoon. The U.S. is the world's leading oil and gas producer, but our industry is dependent on a costly and unsustainable practice. Every barrel of oil that comes out of the ground comes with about 8 barrels of water. The industry calls this produced water, and it's loaded with salts, minerals, and organics. It's EPA-regulated waste because it's toxic, and its regulated disposal is the single largest cost component of oil and gas production, costing the industry over $70 billion a year, and that number is increasing with increased regulatory pressure and the increased volumes of water that are being produced. The massive volumes take about 10 to 30% of their CapEx to handle the water, and about 50% of their operating expense to get rid of it. They really only have one way to get rid of it. Once it's loaded onto trucks, it's transported to what are called disposal wells, where it's injected over a mile underground. And if you've been watching the news lately, you might know that this practice is causing damaging earthquakes in Oklahoma and other places where it's not supposed to happen. SeaChange Technologies solves this problem. We build and provide water purification and treatment systems that can transform this financial and environmental liability into an opportunity. We do this by doing what no other water treatment technology can do, taking highly contaminated water and reducing it to a dry mineral product. The process is novel, but straightforward. Simply, we take water and mechanically atomize it or turn it into an aerosol. Then we can carry it in an airstream, and while it evaporates in that airstream, it leaves behind dust or all the contaminants, which we separate using a cyclone separator. When we take these proven mechanical components and put them together, we change the challenging water cleaning problem into a much easier air cleaning problem. I love solving problems through design thinking and research. I've been doing it for about 15 years in industrial agriculture with companies like Embrex and Pfizer. And when I had this idea about 3 years ago, I realized the potential and have been dedicated full-time since then towards transforming it into a commercial solution. The first thing I did is work with engineers and attorneys at Kilpatrick and Townsend to put together a broad set of claims establishing intellectual property. We filed US and PCT applications and accelerated the US application to Track 1 this year. Should have a decision in the next few months. About 2 years ago, my co-founder and good friend, James Little, came on board full-time, bringing a passion for environmental sustainability and the mechanical engineering skills needed to develop the technology. We've had tremendous support from our local entrepreneurial community, including CED, Groundwork Labs, the Citrix Startup Accelerator, HQ Raleigh SCORE, Duke University Energy Initiative, UNC Water Institute, and others, and especially our executive advisor, Randy Markison, nationally getting support from Shell Technology Adventures and the Austin Technology Incubator. As our team has grown, we've been validating our business model and the technology, winning competitions across the country, gaining visibility in the energy and water industries, and putting that money and bootstrapping to build and validate the technology. And just this past summer, we completed validation testing at Texas A&M University Department of Petroleum Engineering. What you see here has never been done before. Taking produced water, which is that black stuff right there, straight from an oil well in Texas, and in one step through our process, transforming it into a pure mineral product, safely eliminating the toxic organics, and eliminating the need for water transport and deep well injection. These results have just been published in Global Water Intelligence, and I'll be presenting them in just a couple of weeks at the Texas Desalination Association Conference in Austin. Currently, we're building our commercial pilot system. If you'd like to learn about this, more about this, please stop by our demo room and meet the team, and they'd be glad to tell you about it. Our business model is to install these systems at customer sites and then charge a recurring fee for every barrel of water that goes through there providing service to keep them running 24/7. There are over 150,000 of these injection wells across the US, injecting billions of gallons daily into the ground. We can turn this around. We're looking for partners to help us commercialize this system. Please get in touch with me if you know folks in oil and gas or services in particular. In closing, I'd like to leave you with just one thought. To ensure US energy security and sustain our environment, we need something revolutionary. We need a sea change. Thank you.